Good evening, fellow gardeners. We're coming to you today to talk about this 55-gallon barrel of water, a hydroponic growing of a cucumber or a squash. We did this, going on about a year and a half ago, and we showed you this, and this has been the biggest demand from me, is asking me some questions on this. So we're going to try to simplify this today. But before I talk about this 55-gallon barrel, I want to show you what happened. Now, 3 days ago, we made the video about planting these seeds for this here growing contest. And I want you to look. Now, this has been 3 days. Look here at this pumpkin. It's already got a root on it about nearly an inch long. And it's only been 3 days. Now, that's what you get when you plant in the signs. I planted when the signs is right for above ground planting. And so, can you see it right there? That's what happened in 3 days. So we'll show you again a little later on, okay? There it is right there, so you can see that root. Okay.
Let me take you back. Okay, there you go.
All right. I'm going to put this back in the pot so it won't die or anything, but I just want you to know what's happening. In 3 days, it's already rooted and going. And I didn't pre-soak these or anything. I just put it in here and covered it over.
Okay, you can step back now.
All right. Anyway, I just want you to see what happened in 3 days with them pumpkins. I'm excited, and I'm after them boys now. Okay, so we're going to talk about this 55-gallon growing in a barrel with water and some fertilizer and a cucumber, okay? Now, in that other video, I told you to cut a 4-inch hole and put one of these 4-inch pots down in it. Well, duh. Look here, I had 2 holes in my barrel already. Now, isn't that something? So anyway, don't cut that hole over there. Use these 2 bung holes, we call them. I took one of those 6-packs, like these peppers are in right here. See that 6-pack? And I took a pair of scissors and cut 2 of them apart. There's 6 of them there. And I got me one like this one to drop in this hole. I've got me one like here to drop in this other hole. Now, okay, that's all we have to do is to have that like that. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to fill this barrel up with water in one of these holes and watch it in this other one. Have your barrel setting pretty level. You don't have to drill a hole in it or nothing, okay? Now then, I want you to fill it up in this hole with a water hose until it comes up in the bottom of this pot over here, just about 1/8 of an inch, and that's all the water I want in it. Just up in this cup, 1/8 of an inch. Then we're going to take our cucumber and we're going to take it out of the pot, and we're going to wash all of that soil off. You'll have to get over in water and wash it off. You don't want that soil on there because it will drown your cucumber by that water sitting in there soaking up through there. Too much water and it'll rot it. So that's a no-no. We got to wash that roots off of that, wash the soil off of those roots and get it ready. And then when we get it bare root, we're going to drop it in that pot, and we're going to take some little pebbles or something, marbles or something, and we're going to put them around that. When we put that in there, and then put that around that to hold it in there so the wind won't blow it off. And that's all you have to do. Now, you're wondering about the fertilizer. So, what you got to do now, I'm gonna try to show you. I'm gonna put this up there so you can stop it or whatever and look at it. Okay, this is what Dr. Cracky said we need to use on this for fertilizer. We use 120 grams of 4-18-34, 120 grams of 15.500, and 60 grams of Epsom salt. Now, so a lot of people are going to say, well, I can't find this kind of fertilizer. So what I've done, I'm going to make you another little recipe and see if you can find this. 240 grams of Miracle-Gro rose food. Okay, that's like this right here. You can buy that at any of your box stores, chain stores, or whatever, or nurseries. It's Miracle-Gro for rose. And that is a me see what recipe that is. That is a 18-24-16. That's Miracle-Gro for Rose. Put you 240 grams of that in that tub. Put you 60 grams of Epsom salt. And if you've got that sea mineral that I'm selling, get you 60 grams of that and mix it in a quart of hot water and pour it in there with that. This will stop all of your blossom end rot. There's so many people calling me now. Their tomatoes are starting to make. They've got them anywhere from a quarter up to, nearly a softball size, and they got a black end on the blossom end of it. That's called blossom end rot. It's because you didn't use the calcium that you needed in there. So anyway, this will help you. Now, if you already got it started and you've got blossom end rot, you've got to go get you some. You can go to the store and get some of that stop rot. It's a liquid calcium, and spray it on them blossoms and try to stop all of that. I've used this sea mineral for 10 years, and I've never seen a blossom end rot in my tomatoes in the 10 years. But I'm not saying you got to use what I use. Get you some gypsum and put in there. That'll help, or mix you a slurry and spray it on your plant. Put you about a teaspoonful in a quart of water and spray it on your plant and try to stop it blossom end rot. That's not fun to have tomatoes you grow or squash you grow and then it turn black on the end. So anyway, I want you to show you can get you some of that, or here's another one you can use. You can use this Tnt Tomato Booster. It's a 5-16-12. Use 240 grams of that. You use your Epsom salt and use your sea mineral, and you're good to go. Now, so many people are calling me and asking me, can I use fish emulsion? Well, you can if you want to. But let me tell you, this is a 5-1-1, okay? That 5-1-1 is all nitrogen, see? All you're gonna do is grow foliage. You're not gonna put on blossoms. Remember, you gotta have that center number, that phosphorus, to put on the blossoms, and you gotta have that potash, the last number, to help these fruit mature. So I just wanted to kind of go over this with you a little bit. And anyway, now you've got your water up in the bottom of this pot, 1/8 inch. I've told you what fertilizers to put in there. And like I say, if it's something that doesn't dissolve in water real good, put it in hot water, like your sea mineral and your Epsom salt, and it'll dissolve a lot easier. Just a little bit of water is all it takes, hot water. And then put your plants in there, and you can put one. Can you put two? Yes, you can. But the only problem is, and a lot of people wanting to see how much water they got left in there. You're either going to have to drill a little hole over here in this barrel or something to drop a little rod or stick down in there all the way to the bottom and see how much water you have left in there. And if you don't have over about a foot of water and your cucumbers are still going good, you've got to do something else. You're going to have to mix you up a 5-gallon bucket of this fertilizer. Now remember, you're not going to use it this strong, because this is for 50 gallon. So you're going to use 1/10 of that, which will be, 1/10 of that will be 24, 6, and 6. And pour that 5-gallon bucket down in there. Don't put 2 5-gallons, because what you'll do is these roots go down off of this squash down through there and reaching that water on down there deeper and deeper. And if you fill it back up with water way back up here towards here, you're going to drown those roots and it'll die. So all you can add in is about a 5-gallon bucket each week. So maybe that'll help you to do some of this. And I'm sorry I didn't put the recipe on it last year or year before last when I did all this. I forget things. I never do things right. You know that. So anyway, if you like this video, subscribe, punch the button, ring the bell, and we're going to make you some more.